Hello my friends, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a budget with me for the month of December. It's been a while since I've done a video. I know every time that I'm going to film a new video, I'm like, okay, I go back and I check on the day that I filmed the last video, and it's been a while. So many things that I've been doing that I just have left this. Making videos has been a bit difficult for me to get on it, even though I'm not working as much. Still, the work at home just never stops. I'm always busy with one thing or another. For the month of December, we were extremely busy. Every time my sister comes to visit from California, I should have started with Sunday. Oh well, I started with Monday. Some calendars, they start with Monday, some start with Sunday. And I always like to start with Sunday, but I don't know. I guess I got the day wrong there. So every time my sister comes to visit from California, I give her all my attention. She came to visit and we were just busy doing, family time, spending time with my mom. And we were deep cleaning my mom's house and then just helping her with a couple of repairs around her house. I'm going to be putting these in different areas in this planner. I don't even know, wherever it lands on, wherever I put it, that's where it's gonna go. As I was editing my video, I was like, wait a minute, I can't believe I didn't tell them the whole story. Like, I started telling you guys the story, but I just didn't finish it. So a little bit of the story time. My son fractured his collarbone at school. He was running so fast and he fell. It was a big fall. Well, they called me saying that he had hurt himself, that he had fell, but we never thought that it was broken. So we treated it as not broken. After the x-rays, we found out it was broken. We had to take him to the hospital, which I got a huge hospital bill. I think it's like $2,300, something around there. I'm talking huge hospital bill. But thank God it wasn't broken. He didn't have to have surgery. And then just yesterday, no kidding, just yesterday, he was finally able to, after like 2 months, he was able to start playing outside. You can imagine a 9-year-old super excited to start playing. Believe me when I tell you, he was counting more than I was. Every day was like, okay, 19 days left. And then it's like, so finally he got to start playing. I was so sad that this happened to him, especially with him starting a new school. I mean, he couldn't play with friends, that's how you make friends, by playing, socializing with them. And he couldn't be playing with them in recess. He just had to sit. And I always told him, take some books. Sometimes he would. Sometimes he'd be like, no, you know what? My numbers are not going to be straight. So I'm just going to be put diagonal or not exactly horizontal. I can't find my tweezers. My number 3. It's like that saying, lazy people work twice. Lazy people do double the work. Well, that's what's happening to me right now. Because I didn't want to get the tweezers. And now I'm going to have to go get them. And I didn't want to go get them because, again, I'm running a little bit late. I don't like that I do this. I'm sorry to disappoint with my videos. I'm always in a rush, especially on these days when we have to pick up my son from school. These numbers are not easy to peel off. I'm going to have to stop my talking and work on these numbers. So as I was saying, when I started this channel, I started it with the intention of filming my budgeting journey. Believe me, when it's been a journey, it's been a journey. When I first started, I remember I was in debt and I had all this medical bill, and right now I still am in debt. And I can't believe it's going to be 3 years later since I've been filming these videos, but I'm still in debt. I mean, obviously not as much. And I do want to do an updated video sometime in January, which would be a great time to do it because it's going to be exactly 3 years later. Let's see what my debt is 3 years later. I mean, a lot of things have been happening, like things that you never expect could happen. Like, for example, we had a loss in our family, and then we are in debt. Well, obviously, we had to provide to help out for that, for funeral expenses. But in the beginning, as I was saying, we had all this medical debt, and right now we're going back to it. I'm going to have medical debt again after 3 years. I mean, thank God we were healthy, we're okay. I'm not too happy about it, but I'm very glad, and we're very blessed that my son's okay, that he didn't have to have surgery. Okay, so let me keep on going with my story time. So as I was saying, so my son, I went to pick him up at school, and he was really sad, and he's like, I'm so scared that my arm might be broken. And I said, don't worry about it, because you know what? Your grandma's watching you from up above, And I am pretty sure that when you were falling, she probably interceded and told Jesus to help you so you wouldn't have a fracture. So I'm sure you don't have a fracture. You're going to be okay, I told him. And I think he was missing Grandma because Grandma was so loving and she was so loving to her grandkids. He was just missing her. Yeah, I told him, don't worry, not going to be fractured. That day goes on, and then we take him to the chiropractor, I think on that, not right away because we didn't think it was a fracture. He actually put we put him on a sling, and we did send him to school that day because he was going to have a doctor's appointment. So we picked him up from school thinking, okay, not broken. Here we go. You're on a sling. You're fine. Just to be safe. Okay. We pick him up from school, and then we take him to the doctors. They do an x-ray, and then that's when they tell us it's broken. So we took him to the hospital, and he was crying. He was so nervous. We're like, you know what? Let's watch a movie because they had like a little sitting area. Let's watch a movie, trying to get him off the thought of seeing the doctor. He was so scared, trembling. And there was two more kids that walked into the hospital that same day, and they both looked like they had one of them was a little girl. She looked like she had a broken wrist, and the other little boy looked like he had like a broken arm. I'm like, oh, what a coincidence. Look at those kids. Now those kids look like they might need surgery, and we're sure that you're not going to need surgery, so stop worrying about it. You're going to be okay. We went in, they called us in, they did vitals, and then they gave us a room, and then the doctor comes in, and we just showed her the picture of the x-ray from the chiropractor from the clinic that we had gone to, and she's like, well, I have good news. It's no surgery. And that's when, even before she started talking, like I saw her name badge and I'm tearing up already. As she comes up, how many days does December have? She came in, like, okay, let me touch your collarbone, you know. She touches it and she's like, well, good news. And as she got closer, as she's saying good news, I see her badge and I see that her name is the same. She has the same name as my mother-in-law. And that's when I'm tearing up. And she's like, well, good news, no surgery. We all started crying in the room. My husband, my son, and I tell her, you know, we just lost our mother-in-law not too long ago, and she had the same name as you. She says, I do believe that we get messages from our family members. She said this, delivering the good news might have been like a message, and I do believe it, she said. And well, man, we're sobbing, and she's like, here you guys go, some tissues. But it was really quick in and out. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get you guys' paperwork, get you guys out of here. And yeah, no surgery, just she gave us some instructions, of course, really quickly. He has to wear a sling. I'm gonna bring him a better sling, and it's gonna be for a while, but no surgery. She's the one who delivered the good news. I told my son, because he's like, you know, I guess I do have rewinding a little bit when he's like, my arm is broken, mommy. And I said, you know what? I know I told you that Grandma was watching up above and she had interceded, and she said, you know what? Let Jesus, let him not fall as bad so he won't break it. So we always thought it wasn't broken. But then I told him, you know what? Maybe she still interceded and you did break it, but maybe in some way she interceded where you didn't have to have surgery. Because if it would have been his shoulder broken, maybe he would have needed surgery or some other part of his arm. So he had a collarbone fracture, and I think he had to be on that sling for like, I think almost 2 months and a half. It was a long time. September, October, November. Yeah, like 2 months and a half. It was very long. But thank God, no surgery. And yeah, I'm not going to be adding any stickers onto here. I don't think so. Just want to keep it simple. So for the month of December, we're going to be starting our novena prayer. And it's going to be a year from my mother-in-law's passing. We're going to be going to Mexico, so we've been saving up for that. And I think that's why budgeting for me wasn't fun anymore. I mean, I don't think it's been, when you have all this debt, it doesn't make it fun. But when I was there, I didn't have the time to film, but then I didn't make time for it. I don't know if the video cut off where I was saying that I stopped making videos. I guess I started losing motivation also because everything was going towards debt, and to pay off bills. Everything I was making is just still going to pay off the debt. I was falling a little bit into anxiety about it, and I just didn't have that motivation and passion to film these videos and to show my debt journey. I was losing it. I'm back. I still want to continue with sharing my budgeting journey. Hopefully this coming new year is a lot better. Let me write down what needs to get paid with what days, and then I will be right back. Okay, I wrote it this way instead. For example, our car loan is due on the 15th on this day, but obviously I can't wait till the 21st of the month to pay it because we get paid on the 21st. I have to pay it with this check, the 7th. So this funds, I can't spend it. I have to save the money in a cash envelope so I can pay it on the 5th. Then what else? Gas and groceries. I have to save money from this paycheck to pay it on the 15th. I mean to be able to get groceries on every week. For example, I'll save some money from this paycheck and put it in an envelope for that, and I'll save a little more money so we can buy groceries on the following week, and that'll be on the envelope from this paycheck. Now for this paycheck, I have to save for our mortgage, and our mortgage is due on the 1st. Obviously, I can't pay with that because this check will already be gone, distributed amongst other bills. So this paycheck, I have to save that money so I can pay it on the 1st of every month. Also our water bill, trash, electric, internet, cell phone, and credit cards. Some things I move around. For example, I can pay my credit card if I have leftover money from the payday for payday number 7 of the month. So we'll see how it works out. I didn't put it in the exact dates. For example, mortgage is due on the 1st, because then I think it's a little bit confusing. Like, how could you pay your mortgage if you get paid on the 7th? So I just put it down here. That way you know that paycheck on the 21st is going to pay for my mortgage, which is, I think it's something that we all say. I can't believe it. The year has gone by so fast, but it really has. So we're going to be going into 2025. Sounds like a lot. Listen to the number, 2025, the year 2025. So for Thanksgiving, let me just go over what we did. I just want to do like a little mini story time. So we asked our family, hey, we did a survey. Do you guys want me to, I've been hosting Thanksgiving dinner for 18 years. Do you guys want me to do turkey, mashed potatoes, ham, and all the good stuff? Or do you guys want me to do fried fish? And they all voted for fried fish. And that's why I have a burn here on my finger, burn here. And also the garlic just is splattered everywhere. Thank God it didn't. It hit my face and I felt it. I felt some of the oil go inside my eyeball. And I ran inside to wash it. But thank God nothing happened to my eye or to my face. Nothing happened. So I did get a couple burns from it, somewhere in my arm as well, and then on my shirt, but it didn't pass through my skin. All right, friends, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I need to finish this up. That way I can get into the cash stuffing. Because then, if I don't do it today, if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it later. Thanks, guys. May God bless each and every one of you all. I will see you all in the next video. And hopefully before the year ends, I'll see you. Bye-bye. Take care.